Welcome back to the 7th day of crazy deck profiles. Yesterday's winner for the Troll and Toad credit is going to be down below. Super straightforward. Just reach out to me on social media to claim your goodies. Now, for today, we have a half box. Yes, that's 12 packs of the latest King's Court set. And actually, for day 8, we're going to give away the other half of that box. So, 2 lucky winners will be able to kind of take away some of the goodies for this. And I'm actually expecting a lot of people to be happy with this. So, what's that? What do you got to do here? Make sure you guys are just subscribe to the channel. That's all I really ask. You guys, leave a comment down below. Helps the whole algorithm for YouTube with the whole liking the videos and things like that. And it helps get more recognition on the 12 days series as well. And I really do hope that you guys are enjoying this. And of course, you guys can always tell me how great I am down below if you can't think of anything to comment besides hi. But that's a story for another day. So let's dig on into a very, very fun Limbo format deck profile, shall we? Today we're going to be focusing on Fish and the new numbers monster that actually kind of makes this deck semi-playable. So number 4, Stealth Krogan. All face-up monsters on the field become water. Well, that's pretty good. Alright. Once per turn, during the main phase quick effect, you can destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls. And if you do, inflict damage your opponent equal to half the attack it had on the field. Keep in mind that's on the field, by the way. Alright, if this exceeds summon card, it's destroyed, alright? However, it's not just when it leaves the field, your opponent's gonna have to make it go kaboom, which kind of sucks. But you can special summon Krogan spawns from your extra deck up to the number of materials this card had, and then you can attach up to 1 water monster from your graveyard to each of them as materials. So if this thing dies while it has 2 materials, you float into 2 Krogan spawns. Now, what is a Krogan spawn, and why do we care about this? So Krogan spawn, it's 2 level 4 water monsters. To make it, once per turn, during the main phase quick effect, you destroy 1 water monster your opponent controls. Well, that's pretty good. Unfortunately, the effect that makes everybody become a water monster is unfortunately gone by that point, but that's fine. If this card is special summoned by a number exceed monster, effect is destroyed. So, if this is summoned through number 4 and they pop it, you can special summon other Krogan monsters from your graveyard up to the number of materials this card had, and then you can attach 1 water monster from your graveyard to each of them as material. So that means that you make 2 Krogans, first one dies, second one brings back the other one. You kind of just have a floating wall of Krogans, alright, because each one of them will have a material. So it's kind of like a little infinite spawn wall almost. Alright, it's kind of interesting at the end of the day. Well, it's not actually infinite, just kidding, because they have to be summoned by the effect of a number monster. So, you know, you only get to float to a little bit of a degree, but that's kind of interesting. Now, the other center point this deck can actually, you know, take advantage of is the Utopic Draco Future. This is one of the, I would say, besides like Time Thief and the other decks, that can put continuous monsters on the field that aren't numbers to meet the requirements to step into Utopic Draco Future through F-Zero. So the cool thing about this, exceed summon it using F-Zero, of course. The thing we care about here is it cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So you get a 3K that's basically immune to everything. And then once per turn, when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, detach 1 material from this card to negate that activation. And then if the monster is on the field, you get to steal it permanently. Alright? The powerhouse behind just being able to take any sort of monster that your opponent would have on the field for free is such free real estate. It's insane. All right, let's pass it on over to the deck profile, shall we? All right, so this is what we're packing into this bad boy here. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring standard hand trap. It's going to make sure that, yes, we can play the game. Now we have triple copies of the Bountiful Princess. On normal or special summon, you can banish this card to special summon a level 4 or lower fish monster from your deck, except for Princess. And of course, you can only use this effect once per turn. This goes into any of your fish artillery that you're going to need to start combo for this deck. Now, triple copies of the Buzzsaw Shark. So you can target 1 water monster you control. Special summon from your deck in defense position 1 fish monster with the same level as that monster, but with a different name. And if you do, it cannot activate its effects this turn. And you cannot special summon monsters reactive except for the rest of the turn, except for Exceed monsters. And once per turn, if this card uses Exceed material for a water monster, it can be treated as a level 3 or 5 monster. That's going to be very important for other plays with other builds, but not so much this one. So straight off the bat, if you bountiful into something, you can go ahead and Buzzsaw Shark and start extending full card combos, baby. Now, we also have Triple Draw Unlock, where it's going to be very important that you do capitalize on these hand traps, because unfortunately, you're going to need them. All right, massively. We have one Ghost Belt, one Nibiru for Crossout Designator shenanigans. And then we have, of course, Triple Gamma, another awesome card that's going to help you get through a lot of these situations. Now, we have one right-hand shark. So when this card is normal summon, you can add a left-arm shark from your deck to your hand. We don't really care about that. If this card is in your graveyard and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. An Exceed monster was summoned using only water monsters, including this card on the field, gains this effect, cannot be destroyed by battle. So we, straight off the bat here, have a water monster that can revive itself from the graveyard, and for free, essentially, and we can start comboing up and doing our thing here. Now, technically, an Exceed monster that was summoned using only water monsters, including this card. All right. I'm not sure on the ruling with this interacting through these, but that seems kind of interesting. We have triple copies of Silent Angler. If you control water monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you gotta special summon monsters rest of the turn from the hand. That's fine. Then we have two Silent Sea Nettles. This is a new card here. So if you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this effect except for water monsters. That's fine. Then you can banish this card from graveyard to target up to 3 water monsters in your graveyard and shuffle them back into the deck. So this actually will set back up our resources here. Say if we need to reset our Kraken spawns or something like that, we get the ability to do that. Now, interesting broken things about this deck. We have triple Synthana here. So this is a water worm monster that will be able to step through and start initial combo, which is really good. We have one Side Frame Driver, and we have one Call by the Grave, and of course we have triple Crossout Designator. As I said, this deck was built to handle Limbo format, and honestly, you can tell in a lot of the deck building here that this is meant to handle those rougher matchups and things, because, you know, one-ups that you can hit at any point in time seem pretty good. We have one Harpy's Feather Duster, one 1-for-1, 2 Avarice, and then we have this interesting card. So this is called White Mirror. So we can target one level 4 or lower fish monster in our graveyard, special summon, and you can add one monster with the same original name from your deck to your hand. So that means that if we have a shark down, we can get another one, Silent Angler, anything that we want here for water, as long as it's a fish, we can go get it. All right, it just has to be a fish. All right, and then we have triple copies of Infinite Permanence here, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, we have one copy of Almirage, 2 Totally Awesomes. This is some basic stuff. Remember, this is all just fodder for the Bahamut Sharks. Then we have the one Utopic Future and the one F-Zero. As I said, these are going to be your center points for this deck. Honestly, being able to make these is pretty absurd. Then we have 2 copies of Stealth Kraken, 2 copies of the Kraken Spawns, and then we have one Vespinato. Same thing here. You just get the free Exceed Summon this whenever you want, just for using any rank 4. All right, and then of course we have the Zeus Machine. It just wouldn't be an Exceed deck if we weren't using the 12th Weapon of Humanity to get that board wipe when we need it. All right, 2 Bahamut Sharks. Got to put the stunners on the field. Then we have one Abyss Dweller, and then we have one Dragite here. Unironically, this is our target instead of Omega for this, because, you know, we do get walked into water under some of our cards. But interesting enough here, you can trigger this and laugh at our opponent. All right? And then we have 2 copies of Lancia, 1 Scythe, 1 more Nibiru, 2 copies of Dark Willow No More, triple copies of Lightning Storm, 2 Exceed Encore, triple Artifact Sanctum, and 1 Goes in Match. Feel free to adjust the side however you want, but this is what we are looking for a water-based strategy as of this video. I know there's some other cool builds and things. You can start messing around with the rank 5s as well. There's a whole nother level of water territory that you can explore, but for the most part here, we're Stealth Krakening, and we're doing Utopic Double shenanigans, or Utopia Draco shenanigans here to control the opponent opponent and ensure that our key plays are actually able to resolve. And guess what? We can play the game. All right, isn't it a great time out there? So guys, what do you think about this list? Of course, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys get entered into today's contest down below by making sure that you guys leave a comment. And well, I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day with some more cool, awesome content. You guys have a good rest of your day. All right, peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.